A half-finished chair. Only one leg is missing.
Hello, Simon. What are you doing here? Does my consort send yet another basket full of food to my mother?
Can I have the chair leg?
But that's the chair I'm working on. It was ordered by the king. And if one leg is missing, he'll most probably use one of my legs instead.
I'd better not keep you from your work any longer. All right then. The carpenter doesn't want to cough up the chair leg. I better ensure he's far away when I nick it.
Ah, Simon.
Aren't you worried about sending your little daughter out alone in the woods?
I don't have to worry about my little Leah. She knows not to talk to strangers. And I gave her a pepper spray.
Do you really think that pepper spray will help against hungry wolves? They jump out of the bushes and eat you up before you can even think of spraying.
Wolves? But there's no wolves in this forest.
Are you sure? Look at this wanted poster. This beast was last seen around here. Its last victim wasn't a pretty sight when they found it, and the wolf used pepper spray as seasoning.
Good gracious, the wanted poster is no fake. Oh no, how very dreadful. I must search for Leah at once and bring her home. I dare not think about what might happen to her. Oh, how terrible.
Fine. Now the carpenter has the run of the house.
Yes?
Good news! Your beloved wife is off for a while.
Gertrude is gone? What kind of horror made her leave?
Don't panic, man. There's only a half-starved wolf in the forest who is wanted by the police and who prefers nasty little girls for breakfast. Just the usual.
Are you nuts? My daughter is out there being hunted by a hoggish monster, and my beloved wife wants to stop him.
Tell you what, no wolf would ever dare to come within 100 yards of your daughter. Same goes for your wife. Nothing will happen to them. Hey, you look a bit pale. Like you could use a gulp of beer.
Beer? Oh yes, I could use a decent pint. Didn't you mention that the woodcut had just tapped a barrel? I'm already on my way, just don't tell my wife when she's back.
Hey, I didn't even mention beer. That punk was already perfectly well informed. It's me, however, who gets the beating when his wife finds out he's canned.
You again? Who cares?
I have...
Where'd you get that from? I guess you nicked it somewhere. Anyway, I don't care a pap for it. I'll make a flute out of it. I haven't got anything else to do anyway. And now, stop tormenting me with your prattling and go!
Oh, who's that calling for me?
Why are you in the dungeon?
I was condemned because they say I've stolen a painting, but I'm innocent. I'm not a thief. I was a simple tailor.
Innocent, huh? Well, that depends on the clothes you sewed. Anyway, now you're out of the dungeon and free to go anywhere you like.
Huh, that would be too easy. I'm bound to this place for as long as my innocence hasn't been proven. Until then, I can find no rest and must haunt this place forever. But now, my pleas have been heard, and someone has come to help me.
Oh, really? Who might that be? If you are really innocent, why are you in the dungeon?
After the theft, a left white glove was found at the crime scene. And as they found a matching right glove at my tailor shop, the mayor condemned me. Ask him about it. I'm sure he'll remember.
Oh, the all-purpose officer will surely have your case in his files. A matching glove, that's indeed suspicious. If you lost it at the crime scene, it wouldn't have been very clever of you to keep the other one at home.
That's what I'm saying. I was a tailor after all. I used to have all colours and shapes of gloves. So it was false circumstantial evidence that got me into the dungeon. I'm innocent.
I'll find out about that. Why should I help a ghost like you?
Well, I don't have many means to show my gratitude. I could thank you with all my heart, or I could leave you my rusty, rattling chain. Would that be a suitable reward?
Oh, great. What good will that be?
Maybe give it to a ghost acquaintance as a present. Well, that's your decision. I don't have anything else to offer.
Whoa, this walking through walls is cool. Can you teach me that?
Oh, walking through walls is simple. Anyone can learn it.
Really? How does it work?
You have to use a door.
Ha, that's the spirit. So, you don't want to tell me how you pass through stone?
I'm sorry, but I'm doing it by pure intuition. I don't have the slightest idea how it works.
Oh, it's 12:59 already. The witching hour's over.
Yes?
I need some information about an art theft.
Art theft? Yes, I remember. However, the case is closed. There is no information about it.
But I want to reopen the case. There's a miscarriage of justice that must be rectified. The man is innocent.
A miscarriage of justice? That's ludicrous. There's nothing like that here. We define the truth as follows. The truth is what's written in the files. But if I remember correctly, the stolen article was never found. If it was to reappear, we would have to look at the facts again and bring the file completely up to date.
That means if it turned out that Wailing Walter is innocent, then his conviction would be quashed.
Certainly, the possibility exists, at least according to our files. But what good would it do? The case is fully documented, and our documents don't contain any mistakes.
I've brought some gloves with me.
Ah, do you want to hand something into the Lost and Found office? One moment.
Stop, no! These gloves are evidence. I found them in Swampy's clubhouse. They match the gloves that were found at the site of the art theft. But if the clubhouse doesn't belong to Wailing Walter, he must be innocent. Well, what do you say now?
Well, that would indeed be a miscarriage of justice. But in that case, something would have to have been wrongly documented. The idea is simply absurd. You can't shake my belief in my files so easily.
I'll be off then. The officer clearly stated that I need the stolen goods to prove the ghost's innocence. That shouldn't actually be a problem. Most paintings are too big to be hidden from my eagle eyes anyway. Hello? Is anybody there?
Hello.
I want to come in. Lots of paintings. What does that remind me of?
Simon, my friend, can you tell me now at the meeting who will attend?
Hey, what's up?
Swampy working on his speech, I am. Welcome, all the friends of Swampy. Telling them how sad Swampy was when having no friends, I will. But at the moment I tries to shorten speech so less than 5 hours it will be.
How's it going?
Feeling great, Swampy is. So excited about all the lovely guests. Thought about renting a tent at Swampy. If not enough place in here there be, is what Swampy thinks is.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Me not know. Leaving the clubhouse I cannot. Too much work. Expecting so many guests. But know how to get there you should. Been in the castle quite often you have.
What do you need all these gloves for?
Me don't understand that. All the time more and more gloves coming. Maybe old owner of the house had many hands and left them here. Maybe forgot. All right hand glove. Maybe he only many right hands had.
Right-hand gloves? Maybe this was the hideout of a gang of one-armed bandits from Alaska.
Simon can have glove if he wanting. Every fan club member one glove gets, but only found 500 gloves until now. Hopefully enough for all members.
Where'd all these paintings come from?
Artwork's been here when me did bought the house. That why clubhouse so expensive.
I'd like to have a closer look at those paintings.
Not touch, please. Everything shiny and clean now.
I've checked the members directory and I now know who will come.
Oh, how many 100 members will come, you know now?
100? Not exactly that many.
No 100, but 50 it will be.
Slightly less.
Less? Surely less than 30 it not will be.
A little less than 30.
10?
Oh.
5?
Well,
2? 1?
including you?
Is coming nobody's. Can't true this be? Bad jokes you makes. You said coming many friends, all my friends is.
I'm sorry, but there are no members in your fan club.
This not can be. Simon lying.
What? You're calling me a liar?
Yes, liar you are. Many friends I have, you said? No single friend have I. But not matters, 'cause the truth will catch up with you. Your lies will always.
I think what you're trying to say is the truth will out. Your lies will always catch up with you, right?
Again, you lie! Stand any more of that? I can't! Alone me leave! Get out of my bite!
Out of my bite? As far as I know, the saying goes out of my sight.
You me well understand! You me betrayed! Your idea was with the fan club, but no one's you already know. Making jokes about the swampling. Why did you do? Me was always friend for you. Always had stew for you.
So how are you treating your enemies then?
How enemies of swampling are treated you will see soon. Going back to swamp I am. Never want to see you again. Never eating stew again. Never.
No more swampy stew. That doesn't sound that bad. I can't take it like that. It's too heavy. I can't even lift it off the wall. Someone's hammered a huge nail in there, obviously to carry this frame. Hey, it stands out on the other side. Don't know what to do with this. The tip of a nail. Somebody could hurt himself. At least somebody like me. Ah, brute force. I really missed that. Oh, where did that nail go to? This sledgehammer plus 2 is really hard to control. I don't think that anyone still needs this. I bet the Louvre would pay me millions for that one. Hey, the paint flakes off here and there. There seems to be another layer beneath it. Let's see what happens when I scratch the top layer off the canvas. All right, the lady with the silly smile is gone, and there's already something new coming to light. Another painting. Ugh, or something like that. I'd put up that smearing, if at all, in the cellar, and not my own cellar.
I'm sorry, but I haven't got time for you. Look for someone else who you can keep occupied. Just take this flute to pass the time with. I need peace and quiet while I'm working.
I want...
Will your prattle never end? Can't you leave me alone? Well then, carry on if you can't help it.
I have...
I can't believe it! A genuine Picasso of the Green Period! Do you have the faintest idea what kind of masterpiece you're presenting to me? I tell you what, I'll give you a nice juicy apple and you give me the painting, all right? A piece of art like that ought to be owned by a connoisseur who'll make sure that it doesn't get damaged. You don't want to give it to me? Then you'd better go instead of stealing my time.
I go...
All right, then, you'd better go. I'm not in the mood to listen to your prattling all day long. Goodbye.
Yes?
I've got the stolen picture with me. I even know the artist's name. It's a Picasso from his Green Period.
Indeed. There is something here. Picasso. This is one of the stolen paintings. And, where did you find it?
In Swampy's clubhouse. The previous owner evidently appears to have been the thief. That means Wailing Walter is innocent.
The previous clubhouse owner. Yes, he died a few years ago. Curious fellow. But that means that here in our files there's
A mistake?
that we made a mistake in our files.
Quite possibly a big mistake?
That we made a big mistake in our files.
Perhaps even a big mistake with serious consequences?
A big mistake with please be quiet. That's ghastly.
Now, I could be persuaded to keep quiet about this miscarriage of justice if you give me the release papers for poor innocent Wailing Walter.
That's an offer I can't refuse. Here, take the papers, but please, not a word more about this incident. Promise?
That's the release papers for the ghost in the dungeon.
Oh, who's that calling for me?
Your spooking is over now. Here's your release papers.
I can't believe it! Released! I've been released! At last I can join my beloved, deceased wife. We'll rest in peace together. Oh yes, I can already see the bright light in the distance.
That's the lamppost. I think you must go over there.
Oh. Rosalind, my beloved, here I come.
What? You dare swoop in here like this? I've been waiting for an eternity.
I couldn't possibly come earlier. I'm innocent. I was condemned for something I didn't do. and I had to haunt a dungeon for years.
Excuses. It's always excuses with you. I'm fed up with your constant excuses.
Rosalind, who's that skeleton in my grave?
That's Antonio.
Antonio? What's he doing in my coffin?
Did you think I'd be waiting for you for all eternity? Now leave us alone. Find your own hole.
What a lucky man. I can't take that, because the ghost chain isn't material. It cannot be touched at all. Oops, my bad. It does work. How strange. That's a building plan of the castle. That's a building plan of the king's castle by architect Mullagorken. You ought to get a hold of a pencil sharpener. Oh no, not you again!
Shattered, eh? It's not that easy to get me down.
A business troll with staying power. Fantastic. Do you have a more reasonable price yet?
Sure, I now offer market-competitive prices. The crossing is now rated at 3 gold coins.
Well, still steep, yet acceptable.
But that doesn't apply for you. You pay 2 tons of gold, or you'll rot on this side of the bridge.
I hope the jump from the bridge was a most satisfying experience.
Good. How kind of you to inquire. I fell into the water and was carried miles away. I almost drowned a few times. I then got washed up, and here I am again.
How very nice to hear. I hope you don't bear grudges or anything.
Bear grudges? How dare you think so? I just feel the urgent need to eat you up, unboiled, right now. Apart from that, it's business as usual to me.
What a dead smart halberd you have!
Isn't it? From now on, it'll keep me safe of bill dodgers like you. Next time you try to swing over the bridge, I'll skewer you with my halberd.
Would you mind lending me the halberd?
Just close your eyes for a moment. All you'll see then is your own.
I see. Ah, the picture's getting clear. I see. Your halberd. Yes, plainly visible.
That's not fair. That wasn't the deal. You can't simply imagine my halberd. You can't have it. Otherwise, I'm afraid I won't be able to prevent you from having a little swing over the bridge again.
Huh. I guess the troll uses the halberd as a balancing pole, and he's in urgent need of something like that given how often he falls in the gorge. I'm guessing it'll happen to him again. These pearls might be useful to make people slip.
What about this mess? I just cleaned everything up. And who's gonna put that junk away now?
Well, you. Who else? It won't be me. Do I look as if I was born to sweep bridges?
I can't believe it. Just you wait.
Attention, watch out for the pearls. That's what happens if people don't listen. What a coincidence! I just found this rusty, rattling chain. I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Now I only have to practice howling and whimpering in old ruins and catch the white rabbits.
I have a DVD at home called Hunting for Dummies. Believe me, one can easily drive people to insanity with howling. Unfortunately, I left the DVD at home on my bedside table, but maybe the company of actors on the riverbank can teach you some bone-shattering howls.
You are so kind. When can we start with the lessons?
Just go to the riverbank. The company's already waiting for you there.
Ah, the young theatre enthusiast.
Here are your props.
Oh yes, the props. A magic robe, a halberd, and a chair leg? Did I order a chair leg with holes in it? Never mind. We should start the lessons. This costume is perfect! What excellent makeup! Look at this hovering and transparent effect. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were a real ghost. How do you plan to play this character? Mysterious? Tragic? Friendly? Seductive? Romantic? Melodramatic? Postmodern?
Seductive sounds good. But wait, where am I? Where is the young lady I'm supposed to seduce? Or was it a guy? I can't remember.
Oh man, you're not supposed to turn someone on here. You're supposed to take acting lessons for your role as a scary ghost.
But I'd prefer to be seductive. I've never been seductive in my life.
The only thing that's scary about you is how forgetful you are. You're supposed to be a ghost.
A ghost? That's so mundane. But okay, let's start with the lessons.
I'm a frightening ghost.
I think it's better if you fly to the castle walls and wait there. I'll be there soon.
Hey, what am I supposed to do there? Maybe you should tell me when we meet again, as I'll forget on the way.
Hail, huntsman!
What are you doing here?
Shh, quiet. What do you think a huntsman does in the woods? I'm on the lookout.
Have you already shot something?
Unfortunately not. I'm starting to get the feeling there isn't a single animal in this forest, not even a bug.
Well, I saw a bug with a red hood not so long ago.
A bug with a red hood?
I see you haven't met her. Forget it. Didn't you shoot that wild boar over there?
I was so close. Then there was this stupid sniper who shot it from a mile away. This definitely was some professional esports player.
Maybe you should start hunting other things like frogs, birds, horses, or even a few innocent ramblers.
Well, not long ago, I aimed my gun right between the eyes of a chicken. But as I looked into the eyes of that poor little thing, I couldn't shoot anymore.
Don't worry, with a little patience, I'm sure you'll shoot something. Have you already shot something?
Unfortunately not. I'm starting to get the feeling there isn't a single animal in this forest, not even a bug.
Don't worry, with a little patience, I'm sure you'll shoot something. Can I borrow your rifle?
Do you have a firearms license?
Firearms license? Who needs a firearms license? I bought this little beauty in an online auction on Magic Kingdom's Magic Bay, and the operating instructions were included. Good hunting. See ya!
Yippee! I made it! I passed the test! Finally, I'm a state-certified magician!
Please tell me that you mean state-certified castle ghost.
Oh, right. My first engagement as a castle ghost. We have to celebrate.
That's great, really. How about roast goose and strawberry tarts? Oh, forgot. You can't eat anymore. Never mind, I'm glad you made it.
Yes, thanks for your help. You're a real friend. Finally, I have a reason to live.
Have a look at this building plan from the architect Eisenscheisen. Where's the entrance?
Well, that's only a preliminary view printout, and that's why there's a V on the plan. It's not the way the castle was built in the end. I don't even recognize it. What does this V stand for?
All right, I thought it was sketch number 5. You learn something new every day, though I've learned a fair amount in my 4 lives. Here's the building plan of architect Hinkern Winkernstein. Can you show me the entrance?
I don't really know. Is this really the building plan of the castle? I remember the building over there differently. To be honest, I don't remember it at all. And the structure of this tower is completely unsound. No, this isn't the building plan that was used to build the castle, so I can't show you the entrance on it.
Okay, that's no use. Let's forget about this stupid plan. Look at this great building plan of the castle from architect Mullergurken. Please, show me the entrance.
A pretty plan, but why are there passages everywhere? These doors don't even exist. It's confusing me. Maybe they were there, but I just floated through them. I don't think this is the plan the castle was built with.
Oh, never mind. This is more difficult than I thought. Look at this secret building plan. Loads of secret passages and doors. Which one of them is the best way to get into the castle?
Wow, that's really exciting. Look here, all these dashed lines. What could they mean?
Good old man, you're killing me. There are supposed to be secret passages. Didn't you find any of them?
Oh, I see. You're right. Well, this really could be the plan of the castle. There were a few passages behind doors that were supposed to be secret. No. Well, actually, it was just a worker that was walled in by accident. A different secret passage is marked at the back of the castle. Look. But, I don't really remember this one. There's something strange about the back of the castle.
Yes? What is wrong?
Well, there was... I can't remember. What was I gonna do? Oh, yes! The Magician's Convention. I have to hurry.
I think I have to find out myself what's strange about the back of the castle. Knowing my luck, it's just graffiti anyway. I don't want to keep you any longer. Duty calls, old man, I'm sure. Hi, Calypso. Me again. I don't want to keep you any longer. Duty calls, old man, I'm sure. There's a passage there, but it's just drawn with chalk. That doesn't really help to get inside the castle. Finally, Simon the Sorcerer had reached his destination, only to realize that his plan had failed. The secret entry to the castle that he had planned to use had unfortunately not yet been built. A heavy blow for the young hero, who had defied the undefiable. Had he lost his luck? Had the gods forsaken him? Was this the end of his journey? But Simon would not be Simon if he had lost hope even in this dark hour. He wouldn't be the courageous hero we all know and love. He wouldn't be God's gift to women or everybody's favorite pinup if he hadn't found a solution even in this seemingly hopeless situation. Everybody else would have despaired, but Simon had a brilliant idea. If there's no secret passage here, then I'll just enter through the building site. Hold on a second. A building site? That means everything is still open here. So, the building enterprise is called Cloud Castle. Well, it was kind of clear what to expect of them. The Magic Barrier Generator 2500 Pro. King bought this on my advice, but I also recommended buying fuel for it. Do not enter. I think they made a mistake here. It should read, enter. I I see. This place also looks like a building site. That's what I expected. At least the main building with the throne room seems to be almost finished.
You again? Any news? Did you make any progress?
Oh yeah, I made huge progress.
Huge progress?
Absolutely amazing progress.
So we're ready?
Oh yes, indeed. Any news?
That's none of your business. Just because I give you some small task doesn't mean I'll share my brilliant ideas with you, you curious little rat.
Me curious? Oh no. I just ask out of politeness. I don't care about your business. I honestly don't give up.
You don't care? You don't seem to know who you're talking to. I'm going to be the next king after I've toasted the current one with my ingenious light beam machine. And the best part is, when a king suddenly turns to dust, everyone will think this must be the work of gods, not just an exceptionally brilliant human being's machine. By the way, do you have this last missing piece for my machine?
If I had it, what would it look like?
You foolish henchman. Don't you know what an ordinary diamond looks like?
Of course I do.
I hope you don't bring me a sapphire or ruby made of glass.
I just wanted to say how much I admire you.
Thanks, henchman. You are one of the few privileged people that know about my magnificent plan. You will be rewarded for your services.
Thank you, my emperor. The sun can be grateful to shine on your highness' head.
Don't exaggerate. The sun and I have equal powers.
Gotta go. I can see much more clearly now. An order for a diamond, and he hasn't sent it yet. Maybe I ought to take care of it because Kalaba urgently needs one of these rocks. The order address is 1 Terribilix. I see. Maybe I can interfere a bit just to make sure that this tradesman doesn't come up with an original diamond, because I prefer a fake one. Ha ha ha! What a cunning guy I am. Hello? Are you in there?
Where else would I be? What do you want?
I just wanted to give you my heartfelt thanks for not telling me about the gaps in the castle wall.
Hey, I can't remember you asking me about gaps. What do you expect from free information?
Can I order gems with you?
Sure, with the necessary silver. There's actually just 1 diamond left, and it'll take some time till I get some new stones. Apart from my own stones. But I'd never give them away.
What would you do if you ran short on real diamonds? Would you sell fakes?
Oh, it would be balm on my dragon's soul to rip you poor humans off with glass bead. My honor as a tradesman doesn't allow for such a cheating, because it wouldn't do my business any good in the long run.
Why don't you sacrifice one of the stones from your dragon hoard?
What an awful idea! Only humans come up with such sick ideas. If something's mine, it'll stay mine. Mine, mine, and only mine. I'd rather sell fake stones, or my mom. And she would do the same.
That's a bit confusing. But the dragon is easy to see through. I bet if he gets an order for a diamond and has none in stock, he'll deliver the fake stone. Only problem being, he's still got a real stone in stock. So, I must make sure that someone orders the real one. Afterwards, I'll somehow manage to palm the fake one off of my double. Granny's ever-empty money sock. A note from Granny's ever-empty money sock. You dipstick, you really think I give you money just to keep you happy? That's the height of impertinence.
Hail, huntsman!
Speaking of huntsmen, I may have a job for you.
Oh, really? What is it? What am I supposed to shoot?
Well, it's gray with 4 paws, has long, sharp, and rotten teeth, howls at the moon, and smells like booze.
Ah, I see. A wolf. I don't know. The king doesn't like people shooting wolves in his woods.
But it ate an old woman and a girl.
Who, the king?
No, the wolf. The girl probably provoked him. Sometimes children really don't notice when they're in a dangerous situation.
Where do I find this beast? I'll take care of this right away.
Okay, but don't forget about the wolf. Go to the lone house north of the troll bridge. He's waiting there for you to cut him open.
All right, I'll take care of the wolf. Just wait outside.
Oh, that suits me fine. I can't stand the sight of blood.
The situation is very, very critical. I think this gent needs an urgent operation. The wolf has kidney stones.
Beg your pardon? You just cut open the wolf's stomach and get the grandma out of there. And maybe Little Red Riding Hood too, for all I care. But only if you must. I take it you're a hunter?
Dr. Hunter, if you please. Dr. Hunter. I'm a surgeon, though I don't have many patients right now. Apart from golf, hunting is my favorite hobby. But it is, of course, not my main occupation.
A hunting golfer, an operating hunter. I didn't know how varied a doctor's life can be.
If such a simple fact is too much for you, you ought to see a psychologist. I can recommend a very gifted colleague. But back to our subject. The kidney stones really must be taken out. I'll definitely have to operate on the wolf.
I see. Well, just in case you come across some people in a stomach that don't belong there, would you mind letting them out?
Certainly, if they have their insurance certificates with them. But it's $10 extra if they're not private patients. Oh, and you must assist me. I urgently need a decent scalpel and tranquilizer. I'm sure you can get these things for me in town, can't you?
I'll see what I can do. Oh, this is just what I need. I'll probably get arrested on this shopping trip as an arms and drug dealer. 20 points. Couldn't have worked better. Here's a dart that has been spiked with a tranquilizer. Can you use it?
Beg your pardon? If I show that to my anesthetist, he'll think I'm going nuts.
You've brought your own anesthetist along?
Right. I guess I'll have to do that myself. Much the worse. And this dart really contains tranquilizer? Give it to me.
What's your golfing handicap?
Well, at this point, I've achieved a +4. That's something I'll hardly be able to top. It's the result of long-standing practice. Unfortunately, there's not many opportunities around here for golf pros. Otherwise, I'd quit the medical profession. You know, at a tournament in...
Can't we keep the details for later on? There's a patient who urgently needs you.
Right. That gent almost slipped my mind.
How can you earn a living with no patients around?
See, all you need is suitable patients, filthy rich and sick to death. That's how a doctor makes his fortune.
Good hunting. See ya! I can't threaten anyone with that, apart from maybe a middle-aged gouda that was forgotten under the heater. It's so blunt that if you tried to stab someone, they would probably just laugh. How's your inner peace?
It just vanished.
Can you sharpen this knife?
Let's see. Yes. I could sharpen it, but it'll cost you a bit.
Wait a moment, you want money? Wouldn't sharpening the knife for free be a nice little gesture that could improve your inner peace?
Hey, even I have expenses once in a while. For instance, one of the nails from my bed of nails is missing, and the gap prevents me from meditating. Get me a nail, and I'll sharpen your knife for free.
Have you had a flash of inspiration about the unfinished castle wall by any chance?
The most important lesson I've learned is that it's even forbidden to talk about this gap. So you better don't mention it.
Well then, I leave in peace, or something like that. What's that all about? The chicken is definitely dead. It got skewered by a nail. The body temperature suggests it died less than 3 hours ago. Suicide can be ruled out as cause of death. It's pretty tough to nail yourself to the wall. Hey, why am I starting to feel guilty? I've got nothing to do with it. I'd better take the chicken as well as the nail. Here's a nail. Are you gonna sharpen the knife before you mend your mattress?
Great! This nail fits perfectly. I can't wait to go to bed again. What do you want to do with the knife anyway?
I need it to slash open the pot belly of a boozed-up wolf who swallowed some people.
Well, these things happen. You need an ordinary scalpel. One moment, please. Use your scalpel, but be very careful. It's very sharp.